put some fucking pants on and go outside and do some shit.
Nothing to do.
There's nothing to do.
Girl, there is nothing to do.
The Sandhills wants to know what time it is. It's time to get ready for the unlimited social scoop. Introducing Nuthin To Do, the Sandhills Social Scene Podcast, straight from the Share Studios with your host, Dominique.
Hey guys, I can't believe we're on episode 5 of Nuthin To Do. Who would have thought we would have gotten that far? I can tell you how. Because you guys, my community, have really been hyping me up, especially when I'm out in public, and I appreciate you. One thing we just have to say about community, I believe over community over competition. And one person that in our community that is showing us that we all can band together for a great cause and celebrate each other is my homie, Cobb. Hey.
What's up?
Welcome to Nuthin To Do.
Thank y'all for having me.
You know, I will say this. A lot of people think that we are in competition with each other, but you are actually producing or putting together the 3rd annual what?
Hip Hop and Fashion Award show.
Okay, and what got you started in wanting to do that?
Really, honestly, I just want to give people their flowers while they're here. You know, a lot of people deserve it, but it's feel like everybody got to work to get to the actual top in order to make it to the Grammys, you know, and stuff like that. And I just feel like it's a lot of people out here doing a lot of stuff that they really should be doing, you know, like, and I just want to give them that recognition for before they even get to the Grammys.
Okay,
you know, that makes sense.
You're giving us that much needed practice before we gotta walk down another red
pretty
carpet.
much, you know. But this is like a lifelong achievement you can take with you, you know. Like a lot of people haven't had an award a day in their life.
Absolutely. I can't remember the last time I won anything.
So I only won one out of my entire career. I've been doing this for 4 years, so
okay.
You know, you guys should think about it.
So what was your inspiration?
That really, you know, I used to be an artist too, you know what I'm saying? So instead of me waiting till I got to the top, you know, I just, hey man, let me create this lane for these people that go unnoticed, you know? So I just did it that way.
Okay. So I am honored that you nominated me as a rising creator. But what can one person that comes to the 3rd annual Hip Hop and Fashion Awards, what would they be in? I guess, what would they catch? What would they get? What
would they learn from it? It'd be, it's like a special moment you'd be able to capture, you know what I'm saying? As far as somebody that never been to an award show, that never got an award, just being along with you, if you're getting one, it'll make me be like, oh man, I gotta work harder next year to be in that same category they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I see it, you know? This is what I put to it.
So, being from Sampson County, which is still in our area where there's allegedly nothing to do.
45 minutes away.
Right?
It's not too far.
What made you feel like there was a need for this kind of love in this area?
Because, like you just said, me personally, I feel like people don't support everyone. We don't get the support we need. And I feel like if we all come together and support each other, a lot of people, you know, they say that term, I want to go to Atlanta, this, that, and the third. We can be the new Atlanta. Yeah. We can be the biggest thing in the music industry there is. Not even dealing with music, just like the community, barbers, hairstylists, you know, videographers, production teams, you know, stuff like that. Instead of having to branch off and go outward to do it, it's right here in the city. You got everything you need in the city. And I just want to bring everybody together to do that, you know.
Everything you need in the city. I keep telling people.
One-stop shop.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to go to Raleigh. We want to go to Charlotte. We want to go to Atlanta. Yeah. But we've got so much stuff going on in our own backyard.
In the city, and we do. It's like that's just like, I'm glad I met y'all. You know, I didn't even know y'all did this. You know, I've been looking to do some stuff like this my entire career, but look where I'm at now.
Yeah.
It opened up a door for me to come talk to y'all.
So, at this show, what's the date?
March 16th.
Are you going to be performing?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I would definitely have some of my music playing. I have the DJ space in my records. But I'm just giving this opportunity. It's not for me, it's for y'all. You know? So I'd rather y'all have the shine that night. It's all for y'all. It's all about y'all. It's not about me. Yeah, we're holding it. We're the owner, but it's not in about me. It's for y'all.
So what other things can we expect from Cobb Entertainment?
I mean, really, I'm just focused on the award show right now. Okay. You know, I really didn't have anything planned after that, you know. I do got some stuff cooking up, but as far as music-wise, I'm looking to sign some artists, but not right now. You know, just once I start, my main focus right now is the award show, pretty much. So, but after the award show, you know, I'm gonna start doing other things. As far movies and stuff like that. You know, I did my first movie like a year or two ago. You know, and that opened up a door for me to do stuff like that because I got calls telling me to come to this. But like I said, it's all the way in Atlanta. You know, it's different places, and I want to kind of build this right here in North Carolina, right here in Fayetteville. It's gonna be the heart of it.
Well, you guys know my favorite thing to do is eat, so we're just gonna let Cobb cook.
Oh man,
and we can figure out
what too now.
Keep playing with me and Brian will be fed. Yeah, I'm talking to you off the camera. But I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you giving us our flowers, and I'm looking forward to partying with you.
Oh yeah.
Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on all social sites. Well, not all social sites. Facebook, Jaleel Cobb. IG, official 9 Diamonds. OFFICIAL. The number 9 DIME. North Carolina _ official hip hop awards. Once you click on my bio and on official now everything is right there in the bio. So just one click and it's all there.
So don't forget, come check us out.
March 16th.
March 16th is the 3rd annual NC Hip Hop and Fashion Awards.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see you there. Hey guys, it's Dominique with Nuthin To Do, and every now and again, a artist blossoms, right? We plant these seeds of knowledge, and then we become this beautiful flower. And today's beautiful flower, who is staring me in the side of the face, is Lauren Falls, one of my favorite artists, friends, and everything. You do everything.
I don't do everything, just a little bit of art.
You don't do everything?
Not everything.
So 4 Fridays isn't your thing?
I mean, it's all of our things. It's a community effort.
Oh, so you're doing the community thing. That's cool. I was trying to give you your flowers. You're being modest. That's cool. So, you've been doing a lot of art exhibits the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, which one? You had the most recent one?
Yes, the most recent one. You can see my artwork at the Our People exhibit at the Arts Council right now. I do have a piece in Calabash, North Carolina that's about to come down next week, I believe. And then I've shown in another show, I can't remember, but I've been active.
Very active. And, you know, the one thing that I wish for my people, because, you know, we're a community, not competition, I really wish for you to get a lot more shows this year.
Thank you, and you too. Because little do we know that she is also an artist.
She lied. Well, no, this is about you, Lauren Falls. I want you to have a lot more shows because I love the confidence of every other additional show that you add on to that, like, gleams in your eyes. You're like, I love it. So,
thank you.
Your artwork is very different, which is something that draws me closer to it. What are some of the things that influenced you, or how did you get your start?
So, most of my influences from drawing, I drew from such a young age. I always loved to draw, and I always loved to draw animals from the beginning, like horses, and those were my favorites. And then when I really got into drawing, I used to copy the masters like Leonardo da Vinci, Sandro Botticelli, Raphael, Salvador Dali, so I can get a little bit better at human compositions. And then once I realized I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go to vet school or not,
that was the thing. You wanted to go to vet school.
Yes, because I loved animals, and that was something that was important to me in high school, was possibly going to get my biology degree, applying to NC State, and going to their vet program. I was very interested in doing that, and then once I realized that might not be where my life trajectory might be heading, I decided to look at art schools, and then it was between Appalachian State and ECU, and so I loved ECU. And
go Pirates! Sorry, my Fayetteville State shirt on.
But yeah, that's how I got my start, and I've been drawing ever since.
Okay, so I know for me, when I started with my artwork, it was to basically calm me down for like my anxiety and like help me have a platform for my depression. What inspires you to keep doing? Because it's a hard world, right?
Yeah, so a lot of what inspires me is kind of like what you were saying, like it is a good release, and another thing that I was always thinking about is art therapy, because art can be a source of healing and also a source of just kind of grounding yourself, whether that, for me, it's really in nature, so I would get a lot of my influences from nature and seeing the human form in nature, and so whenever I get lost in artwork, I don't have to worry about anything else that's around me, all the other stresses from life. All I get to do is focus on the composition and the artwork artwork I'm making and try to make the most passionate piece that I love that I can share and hopefully inspire others to look at.
Now, I will, because I've seen you in a crowded coffee shop just bang out a drawing where I couldn't even text a sentence in a crowded coffee shop. So I'm kind of jealous of that. Can you teach me your ways?
Drawing every day.
Okay, cool. I draw when I'm supposed to put things down on my calendar. Mm-hmm. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts. A stick figure counts. Drawing every single day, drawing whatever's on your mind, even if you think this isn't important, it's still a step forward. So drawing every single day, drawing what's on your mind, having art journals, just processing your feelings, like how are you feeling in this moment, and draw it. And that could be your subject for that day.
Okay.
And it helps bring like different other ideas that you weren't even thinking about, looking around you, and even as awkward as it is, drawing other people that are around you.
Okay. Stay still.
I love doing quick studies sometimes with people while I'm sitting down. They never turn out the way I want them to. I hope nobody ever notices.
Tell you just gotta don't move, and then so you just do whatever, and I'm gonna listen for a little bit. Mm-hmm. You can figure the rest out. I'll give you a good 5 minutes of wait, she told me not to move, and I'm like, wait, she's a stranger.
So you can be my next model for my next drawing.
Well, okay. So you've got big things going on this year, and may they continue. You have an event that you're going to be a part of on Friday.
I'm really excited. On Friday, February 2nd, I believe, there is a wonderful event called Art Meets Life that is held by LJ Bowens of Poetry in Motion. That's going to be at the Sweet Palette and Blanc Coffee Roasters, where it's going to be an author spotlight. I'll be there with Monica Bowens and Silas, and we'll be both speaking on our projects that we have coming out. All of us have books that are coming out, except mine is a coloring book. Yay! So I have a little bit of a coloring book that's going to be on pre-order this Friday that I'm really excited about, that I worked really hard on, and it's a compilation of a lot of the sketchbooks that I've been working on for the past couple of years.
So I must say I've only seen a lot of your art that deals with people. Do you do more abstract work that you don't show us, or
I wish.
are you hiding things?
I wish I was that. I wish I could do that. No. I'm still learning to be free in artwork every single day and just to stretch myself creatively, and with that also stretching myself creatively and promoting my artwork and showing my art, because that's a whole other level of creating art, is letting the public see it. There's such a vulnerability in allowing yourself to be seen through art, and so I'm just really blessed and kind of grateful for the community that has surrounded me to say like, wow, your art is great, you should do this, you should do this, or hey, you should feature your work in this, or you should come up with a coloring book. And as much as that makes me super nervous, I'm very thankful for those people who continuously push me to grow outside of myself and push myself to do other things.
Well, here's you doing other things, like illustrating a children's book that somebody wants to write.
Yes. Oh gosh. Since it's recorded, it's public.
It's for real. We've got to make it happen. Really want to say thank you for coming. And
thank you for having me.
If you guys aren't doing anything on Friday at the Sweet Palette, we'll put the flyer up for you guys. And I'm looking at the wrong camera. Leave that in, Brian. I'll put that up for you guys. But seriously, the art scene here in Fayetteville is doing nothing better than growing and growing by each second. And Lauren, I forgot to ask, where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at Lauren Rose Illustrations.
I'm actually one of her top fans.
Yes, you are.
So, I'm biased, but like I told you guys last week and the previous week, Fayetteville has dope people doing dope things. So let's celebrate them. We'll see you guys Friday at Sweet Palette. All right, so on Nothing to Do, of course, I like to try to tie in a lot of things with my personal life, because being a Fayetteville native, I have a lot of things going on. One of the longest sports that I've ever played was soccer, and Fayetteville has a Fayetteville Fury indoor and outdoor team. This year, we have a special guest coach by the name of LaTerence Dunbar, who has played for the Falcons, and he is right here joining us right now. What's up, homie?
Hey, what's going on, you guys? What's going on, Fayetteville? And welcome to the listeners. I'm so excited to be here. And yes, you are right. I am here, one of the new special coaches here at the Fayetteville Fury. So how are you doing today?
I am doing very, very well, and I appreciate you checking in with us. I know you're, can we call that a vacation?
Well, it's we're preparing. We're fundraising out in Las Vegas, getting ready for the Super Bowl. So I guess it's a staycation.
Staycation, that's what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
you played for TCU, which I'm sorry, as an ECU alumni, we're not too big of a fan of you guys. Conference
Well, we
USA.
have some special history. I mean, with East Carolina. So that's the game I actually remember the most because that's the game I had an eye injury. But yeah, so luckily, but I know about those Pirates. So yes, but I will make you love purple.
All right. So, and then you went on to play with the Falcons?
Yeah, so I went to Texas Christian University.
Okay.
I got went there from 1998 to 2002. I got drafted by the Atlanta Falcons by Dan Reeves, one of my heroes. Rest in peace. And so I got to play with the world famous Michael Vick. And so from Michael Vick from 2002. From 2002. So I actually played with a couple of them. Damon Tomlinson was my roommate in college. So you can't see LT without seeing me. So, but yes, I did have a fabulous career in playing professional sports.
All right. So from Texas.
Yeah, from Dallas.
Atlanta.
Yep. Born and raised in Dallas. Shout out to South Oak Cliff High School. We were actually 3-time state appearances. We won 2 in a row and we just lost the last one. But what they did to that city, being from the inner city, and being able to play sports and just seeing how sports has now led to philanthropy, it's amazing. But yeah, from Dallas, South Oak Cliff, right down the road, went to Texas Christian University. So I'm a whole hometown kid, and then got an opportunity to go to Atlanta.
All right. And then it was football the whole time, or did you also play soccer as well?
Well, actually, I fell in love with soccer when I had my daughter. I actually ran track and football. Soccer was not really introduced as a kid to me when I was younger. And so I fell in love with soccer when my only child, which was a girl, she wanted to, she always heard about me playing sports, but she wanted to jump out there. And so she was 3 years old. And I remember putting her down, and I just seen just the excitement to soccer. And so I fell in love since then. So it's been about 16 years since I've been a diehard soccer fan. Nice. And hopefully I get my butt in shape and get back on the field.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be waiting for that definitely because I played goalie for the most of my soccer career. But it was only in prep school. So we just going to pretend like my back don't crack.
Well, we're going to have a celebrity game. We're going to call them out.
Now, what put Fayetteville on your map, on your radar?
Well, see, the fact that Fayetteville is a heavy military town, and it gave me an opportunity to come in and just be around, people that really wanted to start something different. And when I was looking to expand my brand, I was looking at places like Miami, and I was looking at places like Atlanta and Texas, but Fayetteville stuck out to me because it gave us the most opportunities. When I met Dustin, the assistant general manager, and then the owners over at the team, they really embraced my heart, and they embraced my energy. And then, of course, what sold the deal is when I came down for the official game and I saw you guys and how excited you guys were, and you can not love what Fayetteville has to offer.
So, is a recap for everyone that didn't get a chance to make it at the last game. I saw you on the field. I saw you being a hype man with the team, and I saw you playing the drums.
Yes, we got to bring the noise. And so growing up playing sports, I was always successful in sports, and I always tell my people, I've never seen a halftime show. And it's one of those things because being successful with sports has its wins and its losses. And I've never seen a tailgate. I've never experienced a tailgate. I didn't have an opportunity to know what it felt like to just be one of those crazy fans that's just loving the team. And I know what it feels like to hear that excitement. But just actually to be one, I really didn't have that opportunity until to my later years. And then once you actually play the sport, unless it was a college game, I really didn't have a favorite team. But when I came into Fayetteville and being able just to be around and be on the drums, you're right, and be able to be on the field, you're right. That's just me being able to be a kid again. And so I enjoy every moment of it. So if you're not at a game, you're missing out on this opportunity to be a kid again. And that's what sports does.
Sports does definitely bring back the nostalgia for me, being able to jump up and down and touching my toes. I can't do that in my old age now. But look,
But
I
you
just
can
want to
dance
say,
and beat on the drums. You can make noise. You can
look,
shake that bell.
I
You can blow that
never
horn,
caught a
you can do
halftime
that
show
drum.
because I was in marching band, and so I never got to
wow.
catch the tailgates because I did ECU marching band, marching Pirates, go Pirates, all
Yeah.
4 years. And so like the one time that I did go and tailgate at ECU, I was like, what am I supposed to do with my hands? Like, am I supposed to be in uniform? Like, what's going on?
So, and that's what we do. We encourage all those. If you have that spirit and you want to live again, come out and pick up an instrument. Bring an instrument. Put it in the stands. We're gonna have the hypest, loudest crowd in this side of the world in soccer. I can believe that.
Well, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you so much for putting Fayetteville on your radar and coming to help us build our community, not only of soccer fans, but just athletes in general. Do you have any mantra that you like to hold on to, or you like to say to yourself every day that you can share with everyone else?
Well, no more excuses. All right. MTXE, mental toughness, extra effort. And let's work. It takes us as a people to let sports and philanthropy and workforce development and the leadership of our militaries and the leaderships of our city councilmen. It takes something like this to bring us together. In a time where we really need something to bring any community together, let that be sports. And now when it comes to our professional athletes and our younger athletes, let's be leaders in our community. Let's let sports help you pull somebody from being suicidal. Let your voice be the voice that gives somebody an opportunity to believe when they can't believe. Let them feel that grit that it takes to be a dedicated athlete in the workforce. And if you're not a professional athlete, if you're not a sports, I want you to compete in the classroom like you are an athlete. So with this new movement, it's every man takes pride, every person takes pride, every woman takes pride. With this movement in 2024, I believe that sports, philanthropy, and workforce development will heal the communities and bring us better together. So that's what I leave. Let's do it and stop talking. That's what sports does. You can't fake sports. And so let's stop faking in real life and let's go back and competing for peace. So that's what I want to leave with.
Well, you guys heard him. No excuses. We'll see you at the Fury game this weekend. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Go Fury.
Nuthin To Do Podcast. All right, so with Nuthin To Do, I know last week I introduced you guys to a segment called People Who Do, but if you weren't tuning in, shame on you. But this week's People Who Do, we're going to talk about Joshua Williams. Got to give him a huge shout out because he's wearing the number 2 for back-to-back Super Bowls, or it could possibly be his sophomore year. Josh is a Jack Britt High School graduate, and he also went to Fayetteville State, Attitude Jet, Bronco Pride, and we from Fayetteville are very, very proud of you for what you're doing for Fayetteville athletes and the great message that you're putting inside of our children that if you work hard, you can get to it just like you. I want to thank you guys for coming and paying attention to episode 5 of Nuthin To Do. This week we talked a lot about community and all the great things that we want to bring to it. And I hope we can continue this journey. It's Dominique. Bye. Here's all the things to do.
Thanks for tuning in to the Nothing to Do weekly podcast, recorded at the Share Studios in Fayetteville, North Carolina, with your host, Dominique. And make sure to tune in next week because it's only going to get better.